Hello, this is Wendy. So today I thought I would just do a little mini video of my hallway, give you a little tour of that, and then my guest bedroom. So this house was built back in 1956 and it was added on to over a period of years. I'm not exactly sure of the original footprint, but this hallway is very large. So from the outside, the house looks like a ranch. From the inside, it's not. So I have this really large hallway, the entrance to both bedrooms, the hallway bath, and into the living room comes off of this hallway, and then also to my utility room. So I wanted to do something to it to make it look really cozy. I call it my lounge, and it needed quite a bit of work. This room was very messed up from when I bought the house, and they had done some partial remodeling. They had destroyed some of the oak floors, so I had to repair that, put down some flooring. I had to fix the ceilings, and then the walls were mostly all this like goldish, weird looking tile. And instead of painting over them, I ended up buying some peel and stick. It looks almost like paneling. You can paint it. I bought that from Amazon, so I will link that in the description box below. So let's take a little tour of my hallway and my guest bedroom. So what we're just looking at here, this is me standing in my living room looking towards the folding door that goes into my utility room. And that's where my washer, dryer, hot water heater, and furnace is. So I wanted to hide that, but I did need some airflow, so you'll see that there's a gap down there at the bottom, and it works out quite well. And that I got from Menards, and that actually matches my flooring in here. So let's just go this way so you can kind of get a look at what I did. So when you walk into the house from the side entrance, this is the wall that you do get to see, and there is that foamy kind of peel and stick stuff that I put over the brick in here. So it was either demo it off the wall, paint it, or do something else to cover it up. So this is my solution to it, and it actually turned out really well. And then above that is just some peel and stick wallpaper, and I did get that from Amazon. And then lots of thrifted items. And this wonderful open bookshelf here, this came from Amazon. So let me turn on another light in here so you can see that a little bit better. It's kind of dark in here. There isn't a whole lot of natural light that comes into this room until later on in the day. Here we go. So just some cute vintage things, books, an old typewriter, super cute vintage lamp. And then we have this wall here, and there's really nothing in that space there. I'm not exactly sure why they built it like that, but it was all covered up with that tile. So again, I put up that peel and stick stuff that looks like paneling, and then of course I painted it. And then I just have a bookshelf here, some cute flowers. These are just stems I got from Hobby Lobby. And then just my little bookshelf. And of course this is my bathroom. I have a video where I do a tour of that and the remodel. So if you haven't checked that out, please do so. And then looking over this way, that goes into the master bedroom. And then over here, I just did just a random art gallery wall. And most of these prints, except for the one in the middle, those are all just vintage 1950s Esquire magazine ads I picked up at an antique shop. The frames are all thrifted. So I just made a nice little gallery wall. And then I have a little wooden bench here. This came with my set that I have in the kitchen. And if you watch that video, I have a very rustic, slim, I guess it's a dining table And one of the benches is in there with a tufted ottoman, and the other bench is out here. And I just styled that up with some vintage thermoses, a thrifted pillow and throw, and then this lovely, look at how short this is. So I'm 5'3". This comes up about, I think, 4 feet. And I just needed to get a lampshade for it. But I bought this at St. Vincent de Paul up in St. Louis, and it's brass. It was like $12. Never seen anything like it, and I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to show you the flooring in here. So this flooring is the same as what's in the guest bedroom. This came from Menards. This is, it's vinyl tile, but it's more stiff. It's not pliable and bendable like the Smart Core flooring is. That's in my kitchen, dining, and my hallway bathroom. But this was to cover up all the damage on the hardwood floor because I couldn't get anybody out here to come and fix that. So that was my solution. It's the same color, so it turned out really good. This is my side entrance here. And then I just have a little set up here with a little shelf. So this is kind of that industrial. I just have a mishmash of things in here, nothing really one particular style. I've got some vintage, I've got some industrial, mid-century modern. I'm gonna pan over here. And I have this cute mid-century modern. It's a love seat, and then there's 2 occasional chairs. Those are out in my living room, and I got this set off of Amazon. If that's still available, I'll link it down below. But it worked out really good, so you can sit there and you can put your shoes or your boots on, that sort of thing. And then there's this really big mirror I put up here, and this is vintage. It was very heavy, and it went up pretty easily. I just got those special, if you can see those up there, those special hooks, and you can put those in without having to put them into a stud, and they work really, really well. And you can buy those at any hardware store. And then this little table here, just a little side table I picked up at a vintage shop. It was like $24, and I absolutely love it. And then just some decor on that. And then we'll walk into the guest room. So don't pay attention to my piece of exercise equipment. My sun porch is rather full at the moment because I'm working on some projects. But in here, I'm just going to turn on another light. So this is actually a really large bedroom. This faces the front of the house, and of course my bedroom faces the back of the house, so it's a little bit quieter from the traffic. So this is my guest room, and I'm just going to give you kind of an overview. And I have really small windows, but there's a whole wall of them up there. You can see where the light's shining in. So I just put curtains from ceiling to floor in here. I've got some navy blue velvet on either side, and then some white semi-sheer going all the way in there. And those actually came from, I think, TJ Maxx. So you just kind of have to look around when you're looking for things. And those blue velvet ones, I think I got those from Amazon. I've had those for quite a few years. And then this lovely dresser here, if you can see that, that's like one of those, it's like a gold French provincial, and all I did was paint it. We can kind of get a good picture of that. There we go. It's a little dark in this corner here. This room doesn't get a whole lot of sunlight except for early morning, but this is the Heirloom Traditions All-In-One Paint, and this is in the dark, dark blue, and I love this paint, so I painted that dresser with it. And then over here, just a little seating area. And these are all thrifted items. None of this is brand new. Just some cute stuff. So you just do what you like, right? So this is just to kind of give you an idea of what I've done with what I had and how I've decorated things. So there's no rhyme or reason to any of my stuff. I just do what I like. And then there's a little bookshelf there with books and decor on it. towel warmer there that I'm not using right now. But again, my sun porch is full at the moment. And then, of course, on the walls, I've got the beadboard paneling on this back wall behind the bed, and then around the rest of the room, only halfway up, so like wainscoting. And that's because there was a lot of damage on the walls in here, and I didn't want to re-drywall everything, so this was my solution to that, and it worked out quite well. And then just my bed. So this is a bed, I think it's from the 1980s. It's a brass bed, and I picked that up from somebody. I think it was on Facebook Marketplace or something a couple of years ago for a couple $100, and I love it. And then a vintage cedar chest, which is full of my seasonal blankets and things like that. And then over here, I just have a little thrifted dresser and just some decor, and of course my vintage suitcases and train cases, because I love all that kind of stuff. And then of course those lamps. Now those were brass. I got those at Goodwill and I just repainted them. And then I found those lampshades. I don't even remember where I found those lampshades. There's a set of 2 though. I think it might have been at Menards or something like that. So, and then this light fixture, if you see that, so that was one of those, I guess they call them boob lights, for lack of a better term. And I found that, that's glass and metal, and I found that at Goodwill for like $8. And I just took that glass cover off of that light fixture and then made it look like that. So if you have an overhead light and you don't like the way it looks, sometimes you can just rig something up there to make it look a little bit better. And I have very low ceilings in this house, so, but that works out well because it's kind of over the cedar chest area, so you're not going to bump your head on it. And then of course I have my wall of closet space in here, which is nice. And I left those doors, the original wood, just because I think it looks good in here. So again, it's very vintage, it's very eclectic. There's really no rhyme or reason. I just kind of do what I like to do and make it work. And then of course there's a new 3-panel door on here. So this matches the bedroom for my bedroom, and then it matches the bathroom. And that's just been painted. So I bought those primed at Menards. So there you go, just a little mini tour of my hallway and my guest room, and anything that is still available from Amazon. If I find it, I'll link it down below. If you have any questions on anything, please leave me a comment. I do hope you like this little tour. And please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing some more DIY content, some fashion stuff, and of course remodeling my cottage out back. So I will be recording and doing videos on that progress, because that's going to get turned into hopefully an Airbnb. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing day, and we will talk soon. Bye.